Hi,
Hi.
we're all set. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for Making an Impact. I'm Tara Hudson, Director of Lifecycle Marketing here at the Mom Project. Ahead of Giving Tuesday, which takes place in just under 2 weeks, I have the honor and pleasure of being joined by Chandra Sanders, Vice President of RISE, the Mom Project's not for profit arm. Today, we'll hear from Chandra on the inception of RISE, her journey to RISE, and the profound impact the program has made in the lives of moms and the women it serves. Chandra, welcome. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm excited to be here today.
Same. Always a joy to be in your presence. Well, I know we're not here for a long time and we've got some amazing stuff to cover. So let's get started, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, well, before we dive into RISE, we want to hear more about you. At the Mom Project's Mother's Monday event in May, I saw you speak on a panel, and I loved when you described yourself as the queen of pivots, having made, mic drop, a series of essential upgrades. And I think that was just so brilliant, and I just have to hear more about this. Tell us about your background and the journey that led you to RISE and where you are today and those upgrades.
Of course. So, like you mentioned, I often refer to myself as the queen of pivoting and look at all of my pivots as a series of essential upgrades that were needed to really put me on the path to my purpose. So, since birth, I've had to pivot without being paralyzed by what was behind me. So, from birth, I then pivoted to foster care and then pivoted again to being adopted, all within the first few months of my life. So I do feel like I am the queen of pivoting because I've had many years of experience and successful pivoting because of my mindset and because of the way I view all of my pivots as essential upgrades to my purpose and my success. So my journey here, right? Again, it's filled with pivots. I started my career as a high school Spanish teacher and made many strategic pivots to ultimately leading product development as a senior tech consultant for multiple Fortune 100 companies. One of my most recent pivots was due to experiencing an early pandemic layoff due to all of the uncertainty at the time, of course. However, I landed at the Mom Project about 3 weeks after being laid off. But when I landed here, I had no idea what the impact that I would have, the impact that RISE would have, and how it directly related to my passion, my purpose, and all of the pivots that I've made.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that journey with us. It's just incredibly inspiring. So tell me, when you got the call to lead RISE, what was your initial reaction? How were you feeling?
I'm always up for a challenge, right? So I was extremely excited about the call to lead RISE. I am a huge fan of startup environments, and I was thrilled to truly build programming that would, number one, help other moms, help other women of color gain access to skills and create economic impact and opportunity. As I mentioned earlier, like I started my career as a high school Spanish teacher living in Louisiana with a master's degree in instructional technology. But in order for me to get the access to the economic opportunity and to the life that I dreamed of, I had to pack my bags and move to Silicon Valley to truly get that access. But now I could make the same opportunities happen for others without them having to make the move by offering them upskilling opportunities, no cost upskilling opportunities to highly sought after certification programs. So that was number one. Number two is that I was thrilled that I'd have the ability to transform and impact the future of work for a more flexible, more inclusive workplace, especially for those non-traditional candidates like myself who want to make new pivots into different types of industries. And honestly, that's all I needed to know to be able to create and move forward with purpose to create RISE.
It's beautiful. I think it's amazing when passion, purpose, and grit collide. And no doubt in my mind, you were the woman to do it. So thank you again. If you could talk us through the RISE program itself, what do students learn? What do they gain from their experience?
So, of course, RISE is about upskilling, but it's so much more than upskilling certifications, right? RISE, what differentiates RISE from many other upskilling programs out there is that RISE offers multifaceted, holistic support for our community to be able to overcome any type of challenge or barriers that would prohibit them from completing their program, right? But we also are here to accelerate access to greater economic opportunities. And so we've created a framework, right? We've created a framework that really can help elevate and develop leaders who can rise up and provide the highest possible value. So part of this framework, it's really based on community. We all know how powerful community is. It's like one extremely talked about word a lot these days, right? So with community, the bonds, the support that our community provides to really be able to come together and uplift as you're upskilling is extremely important. Right. We also have personal path curation, right? We have currently right now 7 certification programs that range from UX design, IT support, data analytics, Salesforce administration, among others, and we will be launching a new one at the end of this month. However, we have all of these different certification programs, but we want to ensure that our community members are placed into a program that aligns with their past, aligns with any transferable skills, but also aligns with, what they see for themselves in the future. So we want to make sure that we're aligning people with what's the best fit for them. Along with that, we also take a holistic approach to upskilling, right? Because it's not just the certification that is going to give our community members, our women, our mothers, our women of color, the competitive edge, right? And so we have a truly transformative upskilling program. We're helping them cultivate a growth mindset to be able to deal with any challenge that they may face, right? We also, provide confidence training, soft skills training. We also provide them with a masterclass and resume templates to truly, help them be able to tell the best story of their skills so that they can be hired, right? And so with all of those things, we do offer a no-cost scholarship opportunity. And once they have completed that, we do help with career services and placement.
Amazing. I'm sure there are some with us today who are curious about how they, get more information or enroll in RISE. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Of course I can. So for any prospective community members who are interested in enrolling in RISE, I encourage you to check out the website, momproject.org, and you can learn more about our program, our mission, the different certification tracks that we have, and then you can also apply. Right. And so we do have an application process because we want to ensure that you are able to articulate your need, your want, your dreams, your goals. We want you to be able to articulate, and we want to see your passion come through in all of your responses. And so, all you have to do is apply. Again, it's no cost scholarship opportunity. And if you need some questions answered, you can just email us at rise@themomproject.com.
rise@themomproject.com and momproject.org, right?
Yes, correct.
I wanted to come back to community because you mentioned that a few times, and I know community is a huge part of the RISE program. Would love to spend a little bit more understanding about that fellowship that happens.
Yes. And just like I said earlier, right, community is so important, especially for a mom, especially for a woman of color, a single mom, a pivoter, right? Having that support, having that network, because honestly, we give everything that we have to our husbands, our families, our kids, and all of their activities, and really don't leave much for us. So having a community of women who are coming together to really be each other's cheerleaders is extremely important. But it's also important because many times when you're pivoting, you may not have the network that you need for mentorship, for guidance, to be able to truly move in confidence to that next step in your life. And so that is one reason why community is so important, right? And so with that, RISE offers tech-enabled community through our RISE Accelerator. It's powered by Glassbreakers. It's our online platform that our community is able to engage. We have mentors, we have connections to truly accelerate the RISE community. And more than anything, it's really a space for relationships to develop, to bloom, to grow, and to show up as your authentic self. So it's truly based on authenticity, community, and support.
I love that. I think so many times just that feeling of knowing you're not alone and having that support can go a long way, and not just your own rise, but how you lift other women up as well. I think
It's so important, and the rewards are so great, and we get so much great feedback from the women in the community to know that they have someone in their corner cheering for them, because it can get lonely when you're going through this program by yourself, or if you're dealing with challenges at home or whatever. So the community is very important.
Awesome. And what impact does RISE have on the graduates? So I know it's probably hard to choose some success stories that stand out to you, but would love to hear of any that are top of mind for you.
Yeah, I can say that we work with Work Labs, the Research and Insights division of the Mom Project. And recently we did a graduate survey of 450 graduates who completed RISE within the last 6 months. So that's within the last 6 months. And we found that their reasons for coming to RISE, number one, why did they even want to come to RISE, right? It was to pivot to a new career track, of course, to advance and get promoted in their career, or to re-enter the paid workforce. So those are the three reasons people are seeking us out and are applying for these RISE opportunities, right? So another interesting fact that Work Labs found was that out of the 450 graduates, 49% of them were active in the paid workforce when they came to RISE, and less than 6 months after completing their certification, 75% of those graduates were now back into the paid workforce. And this is, I have to say it's extremely important fact, because the job market in the last 6 months has not been favorable for a lot of people. However, with the tools that we're giving to our RISE grads, with the highly sought after certifications that we're providing to them, with the community and with the support that we're able to provide them, our interview coaching, all of those things, they are getting back into the paid workforce, even though it's just not as favorable for a lot of women right now. But our RISE grads are getting jobs, and not just getting jobs, they're getting promoted. We received a comment from one of our grads who was so excited because she received the first promotion of her lifetime because of this program, right? And so when we hear things like that, it just makes us know that we are on the right path, we're on the right track, and we are truly living out the mission and helping other women do the same. A lot of our grads, again, they have re-entered the workforce. They have gotten promotions from either administrative to individual contributor. They've gone from individual contributor to people managers, and even from managers to director levels. So we are truly elevating the women in our community and helping them really believe in themselves and move forward in their careers.
Wow, 3 out of 4 women being placed back into the workforce. That's just such a huge testament to the program. Amazing. I know that RISE relies on donations. Can you tell us about where that money goes and who it impacts?
Yeah, so like I mentioned early before, right? The purpose of RISE is to remove the barriers that may stand in the way of women and women of color and moms accessing the economic opportunities, right? So we offer no cost scholarship opportunities to our community members. Donations and sponsorships really help us to keep this program at no cost to our participants. We all know that life has been challenging and even more challenging the past couple of years. So we do offer special services, which could include a stipend, which could include equipment, which could include, different types of services to those members who are most in need of this additional support. And like I said, times are really hard and many are, going through a lot. And so we want to make sure that we are able to positively impact as many members as possible, right? So currently in 2 years, we've upskilled and awarded 6,000 scholarships with the help of our partners and our sponsors, right? But we do have a backlog of at least 10,000 applicants. And so having additional sponsors, additional donations will allow us to truly scale and expand our impact at a faster rate to really help those who are in need at this time. I also want to talk about Giving Tuesday, because this is a campaign that we are launching. We've already started kind of promoting, but Giving Tuesday is a national day to give back to charities. And so we would appreciate anything that you could do to give to us to help us really fuel our campaign and really help the women in our program on Giving Tuesday. So if you're not familiar with that, please check us out on the Mom Project's LinkedIn page. There is a link for you to directly donate with one click. We made it super simple for you, but you can check that out on the Mom Project's LinkedIn page or momproject.org.
Yes, we need to get those backfills, their scholarships, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Among other things.
Yes, so that everybody can level up. I'm so here for the level up. What are some other ways that companies can get involved?
So we love partnering with companies, right? We have many companies currently that we partner with, such as Google, such as Apple, who are committed to truly helping those who are underserved, which includes women of color, which includes moms, right? And so we are actively seeking sponsors, donations via our 501c3 momproject.org/rise. And so you can do that by contacting us at rise@themomproject.org, or if you go to momproject.org, there is a link at the bottom of that page that says partner with us, and all you have to do is fill out the form and we'll connect with you that way. But please, I just want to say one other thing. We have many current partners of the Mom Project side of the business. And to those current partners or anyone who's thinking about partnering with the Mom Project, you can activate impact via TMP Reach. And so just reach out to themomproject.com for more information on TMP Reach. But we have different avenues for you to sponsor with us, both on the Mom Project side and on momproject.org side. And we are, here and waiting for you to contact us to get involved.
And how can our viewers with us today watching get involved? I know we're beating it with the dead horse, but we have to get access.
We have to. Please engage with us at momproject.org. You can also email us at rise@themomproject.com. We have all the social media sites. But if you're really interested in upskilling and leveling up and really getting additional access to greater opportunities, please just email us or contact us through social media. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Like I said, I am one who took advantage of, I upskilled myself, but took advantage of opportunities that came my way, right? And so this is an opportunity for you guys to get involved, for you guys to truly help elevate the trajectory of your life. I did it for me as a single mom. I packed my kids up and moved to across the country to get access to greater economic opportunities for me and my family. And now with COVID, the pandemic being both the blessing and the curse, we can bring these opportunities to you, right? We have 7 certification programs. They're highly sought after. They're flexible. And many of them offer opportunities in which you can work from home. And not have to sacrifice being a mom or taking care of your kids, or being a single mom and taking care of your kids, right? And so I just want to also say that we are launching a new course, Customer Success Certification, at the end of this month. And we are looking to get a cohort of that started at the end of December. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. But we are always wanting to make sure that we're offering the best certifications out there that fit with your life as a mom with multiple responsibilities, fit in your life as a woman of color who's looking to really elevate and break into new and emergent fields.
Nice. So you just gave a sneak peek into an upcoming course, the Customer Success course. Any sneak peeks that you can give us into what's on the horizon for 2023 for RISE?
Ooh, Horizon 2023. Yes. So we just launched a partnership with IBM, right? And so the first certification track that we are launching with them is Customer Success. But we have a couple of more. I won't say what they are right now, but they're, again, highly sought after, will provide the most economic opportunity for you to be able to continue to upskill and get jobs, right? And because that is like the major thing that we have right now. But we really want to scale our program. We really want to up-level our community platform and bring in additional mentors and really give you guys the best experience that you can have so that you can go forth and move forward and elevate.
Amazing. I'm all about the elevate. And I have Just another question that appeared to me. So if you could go back to yourself, your younger self, when you were just starting your rise, is there any advice that you would give Chandra of 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when you were starting those pivots?
So it may sound a little nuts, but whenever I get an idea, I go for it. I don't think too much about it, because if you overthink, you will paralyze yourself, right? And so if you have an idea, you want to go for something, go for it. Don't talk yourself out of it. I know that there's so many external forces that may tell you why you won't be able to do this, why you won't be successful at that. But believe in yourself, have confidence, fill your life with affirmations and motivations, to really know and believe in yourself that you can move forward. I know many women that I talk to on a daily basis, may lack a little bit of confidence in starting something new. But I am a huge fan of just going for it. No matter what anyone says, you know what's best for you. You have a dream. It will happen if you take the steps. All it takes is one step for you to go forward, right? The other steps will fall in place, but just take that one step towards your dream. And that can be with RISE and upskilling into one of these emergent fields, breaking out new opportunities, right? You just have to go for it. And that's kind of my motto in life. Go for it.
Go for it. Be your advocate,
All of
create your path.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're almost at time, so one last question for you. For the month of November, the Mom Project has been focused on gratitude, so I have to ask, what are you grateful for this season?
So when you told me I was going to have this question, I got a little nervous. Okay. I am grateful for everything. I'm grateful for I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for all of the people in my life. I'm grateful for the people that will be in my life in the future. I'm grateful for all of the upgrades, the essential upgrades that I needed and didn't really understand at the time. I'm grateful for all of those things because it has brought me to this place today, and I'm able to help all of the women in this program that I've helped so far and all of women that we will help. So I'm honestly grateful for my entire life, everyone in my life, in my family, all of the challenges, all of the successes. I'm just grateful for it all.
Amazing. And I'm grateful for you. I'm sure all of the women that we're impacting every day are grateful for you. Thank you so, so much for joining me today to share a little bit more about RISE and your own RISE. To those joining us, we hope you all have learned a bit more about RISE and the Mom Project's commitment to upskilling and providing opportunity for everyone. We sincerely hope you'll consider donating to RISE for Giving Tuesday, November 29th, or sharing details about our campaign with your community. To learn more about RISE, visit our website and be sure to follow the Mom Project or momproject.org here on LinkedIn. But of course, if you'd like to connect with Chandra or myself, I know our teammates have dropped our info in the chat. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much, Chandra. It's always a pleasure to be in your presence.
Thank you.